off the bat. Gosh, post-frontal conditions out here and sunshine and clear water, perfect medicine for a jerkbait. I mean, right now, look at that. Solid one. You know, right now we just got a light wind, and I mean, I can see the bottom. I mean, and that's one of the real key things for me is I love, you know, I love the Mega Live and Mega 360 for seeing, but there's nothing that beats your eyes still, you know. And I grew up fishing the Great Lake. God, he had it. It's that little 200 series KVD Elite Jerkbait with those Mustad trebles on there, and they just don't give up. But chunk right there, we'll let him go. The biggest thing is when you've got conditions like this, man, you need to have the right polarized eyewear. I mean, first and foremost, I never fish without them because you want to protect your eyes from, you know, not only the sun, but a bait coming back at you or anything like that. But having the right lenses, and right now I've got copper silver, so these Costas and the 580Gs, they really do a phenomenal job. And what I do is I carry a couple of different pairs with me. And some days, you know, the green mirror, just based on the water you're in, the grass, the bottom composition, the light conditions, you know, each one can be just a shade different. So I carry the green mirror, this is the copper silver, and the sunrise silver is another really good one. Those three are my go-to lenses, and I just, you know, I'm just gonna check each one and try. So copper silver does a really good job on a bright day like this. I've got a lot of sandy bottom. In low light conditions, man, that sunrise silver is hard to beat. And again, around grass and things, that mirror green can be really good. So everybody's eyes are a little bit different, but you know, once you check it out and see for yourself, you'll see that just being able to pick apart these edges and that, and I'm just fishing right now an inside grass line, kind of where it transitions from the break to a shallow flat, and there's patches of sand and grass, and I'm trying to target those little weed clumps that are up there. And seeing is believing. I knew they'd definitely be along those transition lines. Not a big one, but bite number 2. Solid. Gosh, just being able to follow that edge. I mean, it's only about, it's like a 4 to 6 foot transition. So this little 200 series is perfect. It's clear. That natural bluegill color is so good up here in these lakes. And I'm just trying to kind of quarter parallel along this edge. And again, I can just see it out there in the distance. It's real easy to follow. So always looking for anything, any of those transitional edges, for sure. Up here in the Great Lakes region where I'm at in these clear water, I mean, the ability to see is so important. Oh, I just had another one. I love these kind of days right here when you get pure sun. I mean, it's cold out this morning. I mean, the high today is gonna hit 50 is all, and it was right at freezing this morning. So, you know, it's post-frontal. They're not gonna be as aggressive as normal, so jerkbait's a good choice. But just having the lights on like this where you can physically see the drop-offs, the weed lines, the sand spots, the edges and things like that, it just makes it so much easier to break, you know, to break it down on any given day. Got it. Feels like a good one too. Got the wind pushing in here. It's exactly what you're looking for. Nice one. Oh yeah. Good one. I love it. That is so much fun. Oh, 3-pounder. Just, I mean, got it too. This little bait is such a killer. I mean, it has incredible action. It casts like a rocket. God, good one. See you, buddy. you know, it's got that weight transfer to it. So, I mean, it really casts well, even in the wind, and has really good side-to-side erratic action. Like, I mean, when you pop it, that thing just really jumps out there in the water. I've got it rigged with 14-pound line, and line size is a big deal anytime with a jerkbait. Don't be afraid to throw heavier line. You know, I mean, I'm trying to use, got another one. They're stacked on that edge. He's not a big one, but they are in there. Just a little guy. Just keep myself spot locked. They'll mix like that, you know, for sure, where you all those sizes in there. I knew somewhere on this flat, with the wind pushing in there, sun shining, it's gonna put them right there on those transitions. Spring of the year, that's what it's about. Anytime you can follow that stuff, have that bait in the strike zone the whole cast, you know you're gonna be in good shape. Got him. A little bit better. God, there's a bunch of them on this transition line. Just a little chunk. When you find them grouped up like this, you know, I mean, I can catch them with with some other baits normally, and that I'd throw a red-eye shad, or you could even throw a thunder cricket through here and get bites. But under these conditions, I just know they're not going to pass that jerk bait up. And I've got a finesse bait too. I've got a tube and a baby Z2 on a Ned head. Once you get into a group of them like that, it's hard to beat that too. Just having, you know, a couple of baits ready is key. But I love throwing this jerk bait. I know they're not going to pass it up. You know, these are perfect conditions. They're going to see it. They're going to find it, and they bite it. You just can't help it. Little guy.